Hey, my name is PolishLynx, so welcome to more of Sakura MMO 3. So yeah, after my inspiring talk with Bonnie, I severed the ropes, bending her in place. Then she sets to work putting our boat on the correctors for Kraken Island. For Bonnie's only had been there once, and that trip proved to be disastrous. She seems to know where she's going. She's brashly content while giving me directions and adjusts the bearings of our boat in accordance. Neves ceases silently, outraged that I'm taking orders from a hell-bent pirate, but what choice do I have? I have no idea where Kraken Island is. Without Bonnie's guidance, we'll be completely lost. Personally, it seems like we're not too far away from the island. According to Bonnie, we should be able to reach it tomorrow morning. I keep a close and watchful eye on Bonnie that evening, worried that she might try to attack me under a cover of darkness. But no blow comes. I wonder what it was that dosed the flames of Bonnie's self-righteous indignation. Was it that little talk she had with Gardenia, or was it my own determined speech? Either way, it seems I found a new companion in Bonnie, for the time being at least.
We made some good progress today. We can leave the ship running as it is during the night. No.
Bonnie yawns, pressing one hand against her gaping mouth.
We should probably hit the hay. You'll have a rough day tomorrow, besting that brute of a Kraken. But for that, I'd like to make one thing clear.
Oh, you want to have a talk with me?
No, I don't want to talk with you. This isn't a debate. I'm going to set my terms down right here, right now.
So, this is more of a statement.
That's right, statement. You catch on quick. I like that about you. No, I might be working with you, but I'm not like your little mate. I'm not your slave.
Nev is my slave. She sets me of her own volition.
Whatever you say.
Bonnie snorts and rolls her eyes.
Maybe this is because I'm a pirate, but I can't stand the thought of being somebody's lapdog. Even if that somebody's you, Viola. I'm not going to curtsy to you, and I won't jump at your every word. I don't give a damn about keeping you happy. I'm trying your cause of my own free will. You might have tied me up, but you didn't break my will. You didn't bully me into this. I wasn't corrected. I've been coerced. I sooner die than let anybody, man or woman, walk all over me. Not again.
Bonnie clenches her fingers into face. I wonder if she's reliving some particular dramatic experience from her childhood, but I decide to remain silent.
I'm self-woman and I am accompanying you on this journey for my own sake. It's my peace of mind I care about, not yours. If you can understand or respect it, then I'd rather slit my own throat with my cutlass than be beholden to you.
Fortunately, you won't need to resort to such drastic measures. You might be working with me, but I understand that you're not working for me. We're equals.
You mean that?
Well, of course. I have no interest in making gravel. Amusing though it would be, I don't have time to waste on such pursuits right now.
Well, ain't that a relief? I guess you're not as bad as I thought. You fight dirty, but then again, so do I. I'm a pirate, and it's what we're known for. I guess so.
Sorry,
got what I deserved. Being fired with someone much stronger than myself. Not that I knew it at the time. That's why I'm siding with you. You see, I respect your skills, I respect your goals. No matter what the stories about you say, I don't think you're half bad.
Why, thank you. You're not half bad yourself. She's great.
But no matter how much I respect you, I don't want to stay with you.
Oh,
when this is over, I'll go my way, and you'll go yours. And I'll be happy if I never see you again.
Alright. I cannot agree with those terms.
Which I'm not happy about. The last one. Oh. So you don't want me to make a member of your harem?
I did consider it, but I look Bonnie up and down, smiling to myself. She's rather attractive, I must admit. In terms of pure appearance, she'd be a more than welcome addition to my harem, but when it comes to her personality, she's much too much and lawless. Oh, come on! I don't think you'd fit in at my Nightmare Citadel.
Nightmare Citadel? Is that the name of your castle?
It is indeed, and I'm very proud of it. I chose the name myself to inspire awe and fear. Does it work?
Nightmare Citadel indeed. That's so cliché.
Bonnie snickers and shakes her head.
I know why you're so hell-bent on making yourself seem like some kind of villain. Who in the my calls the road home in Nightmare Citadel anyway?
I thought it sounded cool.
Maybe to a 5-year-old.
Bonnie laughs her distinctive laugh and it slaps her thick again, like an old man might.
Oh, Viola, you're funny. You're too much. You're a idiot.
I won't try to make you laugh.
Well, you could have fooled me. I thought you were yanking my chain. Don't take my word for it, for I'm just a pirate. I don't even have a real home to return to. I've lived on boats since I was 11, and boats have some pretty foolish names too.
So, you've been a pirate since you were a teenager?
More or less. It didn't start out that way, of course, but at the time it was the only option I had. My parents died when I was young, and well, I don't wanna bother with the details. Suffice to say, I've been a pirate for a while. I don't care what other people say about me. I don't care that piracy ain't a respectable profession, or that I'm regarded as scum as most members of so-called civilized society. I'm living my life for myself the only way I know how, and I'll be hanged if I have to give that up. I can see you're committed to your goal, and that is very respectable. But have you ever tired of being a pirate? It can be the easiest way to make a living. You can shower, the food is hard and dry and starts to turn moldy, and a sudden freak storm could capsize your boat and sink you to the bottom of the ocean. You could lose everything you've worked for in a matter of seconds. Doesn't that frighten you? Does it hell? I'm aware of how dangerous it can be. I've been in a number of scrapes before, and I've come close to death than you can imagine. When that Kraken murdered all my crew, I thought for sure I was done for. But I didn't die. I was managed to escape by hair's breadth. I haven't been cut down, drowned, or caught by a cannibal yet, and how long as I'm breathing, it's a pirate life for me. I love being a pirate, and I'll stay being a pirate even if I die as a pirate. There's no better way to go, in my opinion. If I could never, ever let myself be your servant, like those other free girls, I'd buy freedom punch. Giving it up would kill me sooner than the salty sea would. I see. Suppose I can sympathize with that. When I lived in Tokyo, I felt stifled. My days were so repetitive, I couldn't bear it. That's why, when I finally came to Asaph, it felt like a wave had lifted from my shoulders. Finally free of the burden of being a responsible adult. In the world of work, I could indulge myself to my heart's content. I could finally break free from the chains of society and have fun. And I have had fun on my journey. I've traversed Asaph's lands from the dense forests to the whitewashed cities to the briny ocean. I fought for my life, reunited lost family members, and broken ancient curses. Now I'm on my most ambitious quest yet, with the whole of Asaph's future on the line. But I'm not afraid. How can I be afraid when this experience has been so wonderful? Man, this is really funny. Bonnie smiles herself and shakes her head. I know I always was glad you brought me into this, Viola. I always want to prove my own worth. I've had this hunger for sketchers ever since I was a young girl. But I was scrubbed despite my determination, and I was never able to pay good on my dreams. I couldn't defeat the Kraken, I lost my crew, and I spent the last 10 years drifting. I talk big, but I almost started to lose hope in myself. I was beginning to worry I'd never be able to achieve anything worthwhile. But all that's going to change. It has to change. That's why I'm going to guide you to your destination safe and sound. I don't know how trustworthy my words are, my being a pirate and all, but you can count on me. Oh!
I wake the following day with a vague feeling of anxiety in the pit of my stomach. Something doesn't feel quite right, for I can't place my finger what exactly. I get dressed and brush my hair, trying to shake off my exhaustion. It's not until I make it to the deck that I finally realize what it is that's been niggling at me. The boat isn't moving. After a week of almost constant motion, the boat has now come to a halt. I breathe in through my nostrils. The sea air smells salty, just like usual. But there is an unpleasant, almost bitter undercurrent to it. If I had to describe it, then I would say superstitious though it may sound. It smells of danger. The sky is still grey, festooned with clouds, and looks like it might rain at any given moment. The sea likewise is a choppy, churning grey, which buffets the side of the still boat. It looks like a storm is brewing. I wonder, are we nearly at the Crescent Island? Aye, that we are! Then that means the whirlpool should be nearby. Indeed it is, but it's shrouded by fog. You can sit now, but you should be able to hear if you strain your ears. Listen. I do as Bonnie instructs me. I close my eyes, but hoping this might enhance my remaining sense and focus hard. But all I can hear is music. Bonnie's right. For it's far away, I can hear it. It's the sound of churning water, threatening to swallow everything foolish enough to stray into its destructive path. It is the sound of chaos. And inside that vast whirlpool, there lurks an ancient sea monster as old as Asaph itself. The Kraken! It is asleep right now, fathoms below the ocean. Or is duller than awake, waiting.
Looks like you're shaking pretty badly right now. You're not scared, are you?
Of course not. I've come too far to be afraid of.
Then you're a very foolish girl. You must like you are supposed to be afraid of monsters like the Kraken. It's a fear that protects us. It stops us running headlong into dangerous situations and getting ourselves killed. I was afraid of the Kraken when I first came across the place too. But I had to push my fear down. I told myself I was being foolish. I pressed on despite the voices in my head and you read, and then I lost everything just like that.
Bonnie snaps her fingers.
That's why it's normal to be afraid, and if you tell yourself otherwise you're lying. Alright then, perhaps I'm a touch, tiny bit uneasy. But I'm hardly going to let that stop me in the fate of the Fae as of hangs in the balance. Some great hero I would be if I let myself be caught by an overgrown octopus. No, those are fighting words. If I've ever heard them. You'd better not let me down, missy. I want to see sparks fly. I won't disappoint you. You have my word.
I've never lost a single fight yet. And I don't intend to lose this one either. During my walk with Bonnie, the rest of my motley crew steps on the deck. Ellery approaches her long red hair dancing behind her in the breeze, and says softly,
Are we nearly there?
That's right! Kraken Island is just up over there. It's taken about 10 minutes to get there for all this fuck.
But before we spawn up on the front door, we need to take care of the rather enthusiastic guard dog. The Kraken!
That's right!
Now are you guys ready for a bit of adventure on the high seas? Yeah! Sign me up, Captain! I'm gonna swoosh all my buckles till I can swoosh no more!
Great! Then let's do our best, what?
Right!
How uncouth.
Milady should be the one giving us a pep talk, not you. You might have been the captain of your ship, but your crew have left you, and you can't command us. Oh, don't be such a surprise, Neve. Aren't you excited?
Excited? Hardly.
This ain't a game, Fionn. We need to have our wits about us, all made up at the bottom of the ocean.
Now stop being foolish. I can understand why Neve is feeling jittery, but I wish she wouldn't be so harsh with the rest of the crew. Maybe I should say something to her. God damn it. The fact is, I would scold her with pleasure, because she's constantly doing the same thing. Wait, I'm writing this not correctly, it's not assure. God damn it, I didn't notice. Damn, now I have to get rid of the whole line. Just great, you know, from my notes. Alright, so basically we can instruct her to be quiet. So basically we are saying, hey, Neve, stop it, or something like that. But we are not going to do this, and we are going to do with the other option, of course, and we are going to assuage her worries. I don't know why I noticed assure earlier. Whatever. Alright. Save the game. Oh, I saved. Choice.
Don't worry, Neve. I'm sure it won't come to that. You're a good fighter, and I have faith in you.
God damn it, send me a text message that my package is in Bar's locker, not anything else.
Really?
Of course.
Now, let's not pick fights among each other. We need to work as a team and take this bunny if we have any hope of defeating the monster. What do you think? Well, I can't pretend like it, but if it's for you, milady. I'd do anything. I'd even give my life for you. I'm very happy to hear that, but let's hope things don't go quite that far. I would be much of a mistress if I let you get hurt. Right, then I'll do my best. Me too! Let's go kick some slimy, scaly Kraken butt!
Do Krakens have behinds?
I don't know, just like a figure of speech.
I guess there's no point pondering it. We'll find out soon enough. Huh. I have no clue. Oh, whoa, whoa! Look at that! Whoa! The island! They're probably a library! Let's go! Now that I think about it, why do we not know fly magic? Anyway, Ellery steers us through the grey, choppy waters, while Theon shouts out commands from atop the crow's nest. Our ship slices through the water, churning into a foam in our wake. I can see Kraken Island in the distance, surrounded by jagged rocks. We're almost there, but first we need to deal with the Kraken. It resides in a whirlpool off the coast of the Kraken Island. The whirlpool is huge and the waters in its center are dark black like ebony. It crashes in on itself, shifting and churning like an immense black hole. It looks anguished, angry, hungry. There it is, the whirlpool.
It really is magnificent. It's even bigger than I remembered. Wait, we'll be fine. We just need to keep away from it. That's easier said than done. It was like trying to drag us in. Don't let take us early. I'm counting you. I want me to. I'll use every last bit of strength in my body if I have to. I'm too kind to let us die that easily.
I can see rocks and loose bits of debris churning in the midst of the hellish pit, but it is indeed enough to satisfy the whirlpool's rage. Its destructive force is evident, and it's clear it once more. I'm sure my boat will make a most welcome snack. How many boats has this whirlpool consumed? How many lives has it stolen? I wouldn't be surprised if there are dozens of rotten wooden carcasses lying beneath us, boats from centuries past, stripped bare of spoils, their crews lost among their watery graves. The whirlpool itself is dangerous enough, but...
The whirlpool, it's breaking up in the middle, something's coming out of it!
I think it must have heard us. Here it comes! No way! It's what lurks inside the whirlpool. That's truly dangerous. Slowly but surely, a creature begins to emerge from the black swirling waters of the immense whirlpool. It's a creature with dark, almost gelatinous body, so mighty and awesome in size, it almost seems to blot out the sky itself. I can tell by the creature's aged, weathered body that it must be incredibly old, almost as old as the world itself. It's a monster like nothing I've ever seen before. Larger than a house and more than capable of crushing a ball between its colossal tentacles. When it comes to monsters, this beast is unparalleled. It has no contenders, no competitors. It is the almighty, undefeated king of the seas, and is glaring straight at us. I swallow. For a few minutes there is an eerie, almost perfect silence. I can't hear the wind, or the waves, or the churning of the whirlpool. Time seems to have frozen, as for encapsulated by ice. The Kraken looks down at us. Are you sure? Looming above our tiny boat, rendered to the size of a toy by its immense presence. I look back up at the Kraken, my eyes wide and unblinking, my mouth open in a silent scream. And then the Kraken swings one of its mighty tentacles out upon our boat.
I won't let you!
Neve is the first to recover her senses. She dashes forward, holding her palms aloft, and loads the boat in a soft, protective light. Neve's doing her best to protect us, but her best isn't good enough. I can already tell before the Kraken's large and ponderous tentacle collides with Neve's shield that she won't be able to deflect it. Neve's magic isn't strong enough. We need more power. We need more. Here, let me help you. I extend my mouth outwards and surround Neve's barrier with my own magic, just in time. The Kraken's tentacles burst down us, but it's unable to penetrate through our defenses. Its tentacles still in the air, stymied by the combined force of our magic, and that's when I turn to shout to Ellery. We need to steer the ship away! Go! Now! Go! Steer it away! Aren't you going to fight that monster? That was my plan, but now I know it's possible. That monster's huge. It'll operate the ship in a single strike. But how can we run away from it? It has too much reach. I don't care how we do it, but we have to do it. It's the only way we can survive. Yeah, I know full well, great dark witch foe I may be, that it's impossible to defeat the monster like this. All we can do is run. That's my plan at least, but...
Milady, sorry, but I can't keep holding the shield.
Never, please, we need to try best.
I'm trying. I don't want you to down bad. Answer, milady, it's too much for me to handle.
Never wait. But it's already too late. Never's magical energy for potent is nowhere near as powerful as mine, and she can keep a shield up around the entire perimeter of our boat a second longer.
Sorry.
Neve's body collapses, her knees hit the deck with two dual tips, and then she falls rapidly against the deck. Neve! The moment Neve falls, the protective shield around our boat splinters, and the Kraken attacks. I try to push back its ankles with my own magical power, but... no. I can't hold it on my own. Without Neve, I can't protect us. It's too strong. The Kraken's tentacles bite into my defenses like a hot knife through butter. One mighty tentacle wraps around our boat from top, bisecting the deck in half, while another winds around our boat from the bottom, anchoring us in place. No matter how other spins the wheel, we won't be moving anywhere. We've been pinned in place. Yet another tentacle, slightly thinner than the ones wrapping about the boat, sinks onto the deck. It's aiming for... Neve!
Oh no, you don't!
Bonnie dashes forth with her cutlass, ready to cut the advanced tank Wayne, but it is not to be. The tank is holding our boat in place rock on to one side, and our deck is tipped at a 40-degree angle. Bonnie falls to her feet, her cutlass clattering to the ground, and that's all the opening the Kraken needs to scoop Neve up in its grasp. Whoa. The tank grabs around my its prone body and pulls her off the deck, like a child picking a toy out of their tiny box. Neve's legs dangle helplessly in the air as the Kraken lifts her higher and higher. Neve's eyes are open in shock, her eyelashes fluttering.
What's going on? What's happening? Is it? No, let of me! Take yourself, let of me!
Neve's tongue kicks, but to no avail. There's no way she'll be able to push the Kraken away. She's not strong enough. While she plays rendered quite helpless, the Kraken begins to squeeze her waist. Neve chokes and slutters, her whole body shaking. It's going to choke her. She's going to die and there's nothing can do. Nothing. Yes, you can unleash some fucking powerful whatever you have in your freaking, serious freaking fireball, whatever. Nothing. Or is there? More tentacles crawl around the deck of our boat, and snaring it in a perverse embrace. The deck strains beneath the pressure of its burden, and I can hear the wooden flooring start to splinter. But doesn't break. Not yet. If the Kraken wanted, it could use its brute strength to several reasons too, but I don't think it wants to kill us quickly. In fact, I think it might be playing with us. Slowly but surely the Kraken starts to pull our boat towards the whirlpool. Prongs of thunder flash in the sky, and the whole boat sways. I stumble and grab the side deck to support. I see what the Kraken wants to do. It's going to drag us into the churning waters of the whirlpool, where it can tear our boat apart and watch us all drown at its own leisure. For its own amusement. Well, if that's the plan, then I'll give it something to keep itself occupied. And forgive it for lying a slime tangle will never. I won't forgive it. I won't let it win! Yeah! Another scream splits the air, but this doesn't look Neve. Instead, it's Fionn. Rocked to and fro by the Kraken's tentacles, Fionn must have lost her footing. She was still in crow's nest high above the boat, but now she's falling. In a handful of seconds, she'll collide with the deck, but I won't let it happen. Wind! I extend the palm of my hand and cast a quick spell. A sudden burst of winds was beneath Fionn, thickening until it becomes a solid mass. Fionn lands on this mass before her face can kiss the deck. She bounces, supported by magic, and slides out of it and the deck with a harmless plop.
Boop. Oh, my back! That really hurts.
Count yourself lucky, your butt is all you have to worry about.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Viola. I was sure I was gonna die back then.
Don't let me just yet. We still haven't taken care of the main threat.
You mean the big goggle-eyed octopus?
Fionn grabs around the boat. Tanks are wrapped all around the deck and about the mast, like ribbons around the Christmas present or else some kind of strange bondage play. She shudders.
It's sure down the number in our boat, huh?
Cassie, our situation isn't looking good right now, and there's also Neve.
For Neve.
My mate is still suspended in the air, her arms and legs bound by the Kraken's tentacle. For her body is twitching, she isn't trying to fight back anymore. Perhaps she realizes there is no point. She'll never be able to defeat it.
I'd hate to be scooped up by grassland tentacle like that.
Yeah, speaking from experience, I guess.
How are we gonna get her down?
I was wondering the same thing. Can try and cut the tackle away, but they're so thick, I don't know if it's possible.
Maybe you can cut them down, Ron, but I have a cutlass, so... And you have the other sharp fin.
That's right,
but I'm just a thief. I'm tied for captain like you. I don't know if I can really help.
I'm sure you can. You just need to try. If the three of us work together, we might be able to sever the tentacle holding the valve off. I can always chat to weapons with a sharpening spell. That should make it easier for you to slice this monster up.
There you see, all's not lost. But we'll never be able to make it tonight. We're getting drugs for the whirlpool as we speak.
I know, and that's precisely what I want to happen.
I'm trying to fight more, Viola. Giving up is like you know? Don't you have some kind of plan?
That's right, if we don't resist, we'll die. We'll die, not just never. It's inevitable. Oh, don't doubt me so much, I have a plan. If it works out like a magic, we just need to wait until the Kraken pulls us closer to his body. It's the only way we'll be able to secure a victory.
The only way, huh? I know if I'd be like betting my life on a slim chance like that. But what the hell? If it's the only chance, I'll take it!
Thank you. And what about you, Elrifion? Do you trust me?
Well, you've never led us wrong yet. If you're so sure, then I guess I can get along with it.
Good. Now, here. I press my fingers against Elri's sword and mumble an incantation beneath my breath, imbuing it with magic. Then I do the same thing to Fion's daggers and the end of Bonnie's cutlass. The blades of your weapons have been strengthened now. You should be able to cut the tangle down, which is biting Neve, but don't cut the tangles and snaring the bolt. We need to let the Kraken drag us a little closer to their whirlpool yet.
Right, gotcha. Don't know if I like this plan of advice, but you were smart to me, so I guess I'll trust you.
Never will call, coming to save you. Make remember slalom across the deck, jumping over and skirting around the Kraken's tentacles as they make their way to Neve. I wish I could rescue my mate myself, but I don't. If I don't attend to this task, I won't have any crew left to rescue at all. I turn to face the Kraken, looking up into its many eyes. Hold four of them. It dragged me as close and closer to the edge of the whirlpool, and closer to his body. My moment is coming soon. My chance to strike. I need to have my wits about me, or this could go horribly wrong. I have to concentrate all the magical energy I have in my hands and wait. 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 A huge wave buffets the side of the boat. The wave reaches the deck, enlarging me into droplets of water. And that's when I strike. This is my chance. Freeze! Freeze! A deluge of power-wise magic pours forth from my fingertips. The wave of water that hit our ship begins to turn into ice, but it's not enough. And use more magic. More! The ice magic continues to flow from my fingertips. It snakes down the wave, arcing over the side of our ship and meets the churning surface of the ocean. The ice is spreading slowly but surely, like a disease. It rolls outwards until it begins to consume the whirlpool itself. The salty sea water that surrounds the Kraken starts to freeze over. Ice encircles the Kraken's tentacles and covers them in place. I can feel my body temperature plummeting. The air against my cheeks is comfortably cold, and when I exhale, my breath hangs in the air like a weight translucent cloud. My skin is starting to turn blue. It hurts. Using such a large amount of magic is no easy feat, but I can't afford to stop. I need to keep going. I need to freeze this whirlpool and the Kraken that resides inside it. Then it won't be able to move. Once my girls will be able to deliver a fine blow, and then we'll emerge victorious. I can do it. Just a little more and then...
Take it, you lost monster! This fucking motherfucker crew!
Bonnie's cutlass drives through the base of the tangle, holding Neve aloft, severing it in two. The tangle coils from around Neve's prone body. Neve falls through the air, her dress fluttering, her short hair streaming like a flag.
Here, I've got you!
Bonnie catches Neve before she can hit the deck and holds her against her chest. Cradling her like a mother might embrace her newly born child.
There, you're safe now. Alright, can you breathe? Neve! I'm so glad it's okay! You got us such a scare!
I'm fine. Neve blinks. She finally seems to register where she is and who's holding her because she glows at Bonnie crossly.
Don't touch me! You know me! I need your help! Touchy! And I thought you might act a little appreciative. Well, I'm not. Don't think I'll start liking you because you saved my life. That's highly manipulative. What? You think I'm being manipulative? What a rotten interpretation of events. Well, I guess I can't expect much from a dark king erasing love for its kindness. I object to this remark, but I've got no time to argue with you now. Viola!
Neve breaks free from Bonnie's embrace. She staggers when her feet hit the deck, and she almost collapses, but she's able to keep herself upright. Imbued with determination, Neve dashes across the deck, skirting around one of the Kraken's tentacles and joins my side. She stares me anxiously, resting my hand on my shoulders. Milady, you're exerting yourself. You're going to make yourself heal. Maybe, but I have to. I choke the words out in a soft whisper. It feels like my vocal cords have frozen over, and it hurts to talk. All the same, I want to comfort Neve. I can't let her worry. Don't fuss about me. As your mistress, it's my job to protect.
No, that's wrong, it's my job to protect you!
And you are ready. Did your best. You should rest now, let me take care of everything.
No, I can't sit back and do nothing while you try and freeze the whole ocean!
But you must be exhausted. You need rest.
I don't feel tired, it's true, but I can't rest. Not now, not when you're working so hard for my sake. That's why I'm going to help you. I have to help you, not just as your mate, but your companion! I'm not some weak little guy who needs my hand holding. I can stand as your equal. And I will. See what I'm capable of.
And with this declaration, a spray of ice issues from her hands! I thought Neve's energy had dwindled after her attempt to create, damn it, a barrier around the boat, and perhaps she did too. I didn't realize she still had so much magical energy left inside her. Neve is more tenacious than I thought. Neve's ice spell mingles with mine, multiplying its strength. I can feel the warmth of Neve's body against my arm. No matter how cold the air is, Neve's warmth helps thaw me out. When I'm with her, I'm sure I can do anything. I can't let myself be defeated. I can't let myself die. Now the whirlpool is choked with ice, the churning waters still frozen as they attempt to sink us even deeper. A fine white glaze begins to spread across the Kraken's body. The giant monster which almost killed Neve is beginning to freeze. We're doing it. If the two of us are together, we can really do it. Now, you three, wild sample wolf, aim for the eyes.
The eyes? What do you mean?
Ah,
I think I have an idea. Stand silently, guys. It's fine time for me to get my revenge.
Cutlass again, Bonnie jumps over the side of the boat. She lands one of the Kraken's tentacles, which are frozen in midair, and runs up it like an experienced tightrope walker. Don't we have cannons on the ship that we could use for that purpose? The tank was frozen solid and must be incredibly slippery, but Bonnie does not falter. She dives forward to meet the Kraken's main body, now utterly unprotected without its tentacles to shield it, and grins.
Hey!
This is what you get for killing half my girls back then. You made me look like a fool in the past, but no more. I doubt this will kill you. I don't even know if humans like us can kill, but it should at least make you sorry. You even tried to cross me. Take this! And with a yellow string of Bonnie swings the point of her cutlass directly into one of the Kraken's straight eyes.
I can't believe we actually managed to beat that thing!
What do you mean we? It was started because of my legs efforts, we defeated the monster. No, let's not split hairs. What's important is that we are able to get around the Kraken. That's right, we all work together. We are able to accomplish the amazing feat because of our teamwork. I think we should all be proud of ourselves. Yeah, it's all quite impressive. At least remember that we did most of the work. Calm down, Neve!
That was pretty impressive, huh? I know she had enough magic on her to freeze a whole whirlpool.
That's my lady for you. She's absolutely incredible. Nothing can defeat her. Not even a mythical monster. Come on, Neve. Don't give me too much credit. You helped me do it.
Oh, I did what I could.
But we all know that you are the real champion. I'm flattered, but don't downplay your own accomplishments. You're an important asset to our team too.
Hey, what about me?
What about you?
I lent a hand too. Don't you have some tell me, Neve?
I don't know, do I?
I should think so. After I did for you, after everything I did for you, Missy.
And what do you do for me? Exactly.
Why, you cut you down from the Kraken for sure, of course. Shouldn't you be thanking me for seeing your stinking skin? I am fond of your dark blue, but I try to put my feelings so unsafe for the greater good. You should do the same.
Neve grits her teeth together. Her eyes narrow into slits. Come on, Neve, you can do it!
Come on now, can you spare a little bit of praise for the woman who saved your life?
You didn't save my life. You're only able to cut me free because my lady enchanted that cutlass of yours. If it weren't for her magic, you never would have been able to slice up the Kraken's tentacle.
Well, maybe not, but the fact is I did cut it. I ran it pretty neatly, in fact. I could be a master of chef someday.
Don't think you're a master of his being foul-mouthed and elegant. I would argue with the second one. I would say that what she wears is goddamn elegant.
And you're a master of being stubborn and ungrateful. Does that come natural, being a darkling, or are those traits unique to you?
Neve's fingers clench in the face at her sides. She breathes in deeply, trying to gather her cool end.
Well, putting those uncalled for remarks about my entire species aside, I guess you weren't completely useless during our fight.
What was that? Is never
Actually giving money some ground? What a surprise!
One looks surprised too, despite her previous teasing, because she stares never her eyes wide.
Hey, would you mind saying that again? I said you didn't do a bad job back during our fight. And I'm not going to repeat myself again. If you can hear me the first time, then you should wash your ears out. And then you should scrap all that anti-Darkling propaganda out of the empty head of yours while you read it. Salty as ever, I see. Well, for Darkling, I guess you might not be too bad after all, even if you do have a nasty temper. So, let's see here.
Bonnie glances about our surroundings, as do I. Our boat is moored just off the coast of the Kraken island, whose sharp and inhospitable rocks tower above us. Finally, for the first time in the last hour, I allow myself to sigh relief. We made it! Sealing the Kraken in place with my magic was quite a challenge, and it would be a lie if I said I didn't feel exhausted. But I think I'm a bit better now. Now that I think about it, that library, right? It has all the secrets to Asaph. What it also hides some pretty nasty, crazy, great, amazing, freaking spells, and Viola can learn them.
Are you guys going to go investigate this wretched over here then? It's caused just enough trouble, so you might as well go and claim the reward. Oh, a reward! I love rewards!
That's right, but aren't you going to come to the library with us?
I thought about it, but I don't know if this is the place for me. But did you try to come to this place once before? You sort of thought you could just step foot into the library. I did, and I was full. No matter what I do now, I can bring those guards who died for my sake back to life. So you're not interested in the library? I was once, not anymore. Then why do you agree to come all the way out here with us? I don't understand. I agreed. Because I want to show that Kraken was what? I managed to take one of that monster's eyes. It isn't much, but that's more than all the gold in the world to me. There'll be more treasure in the future, I can wonder. I don't want to go to some rotten library to learn where it's all stashed away. That would defeat the point. I didn't realize it when I was younger, but I've done a lot of thinking these last 10 years. And now I know. Part of the fun of being a pirate is the chase, the pursuit, the hopes and the dreams. If I knew where all the world's treasures was hidden, it would take all the fun out of it. You girls go ahead, you're the ones who really need to learn what secrets that library holds. I'm fine holding the fort here. You go on without me. Sight. Bonnie grins structurally, while the wind curls her hair. I think Neva's put up with me long enough. If I accompany you into the library, I think she really might go mad. Alright, so let's end the episode. I have a bad feeling about her staying there, and I think what I just said will basically pinpoint what I have in mind to you. I bet you know already. But yeah, let's end it here, and we shall continue tomorrow. And we'll see what's in the library, and so on. For now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye!